I say you have to really decide what type of community I want to create. It doesn't necessarily have to start with real estate. And I think that's a big misconception. I always say, look, start with your passion.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the REDX podcast. We've got a pretty amazing conversation we're going to have with you today. Today, I've got Tristan from Lab Code Agents. You know, everybody knows your name already, Tristan. So welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, man. I'm happy to be here, excited. The weather's nice out here in Southern California. Thought, well, there are approximately four types of communities you can build. Number one is a special interest one. You have kayaking, you have cats, you have dogs. I mean, you've seen cat groups, haven't you? I've seen cat groups. They're crazy. Like funny pictures of cats and check out my cat.
We may have a few of those here on staff at REDX.
Those make me laugh all the time. Especially that cat you're telling no and is like moving the mug. It's like, I'm going to do it.
I'm doing
it. I hate that cat. Number two, type two. Type two is more community type. And that's where I see a lot of real estate agents do, which is if you live in a certain community, track, or city, or area, you want to start one that's specific to that, right? And then grow it from there.
Or like geographic community is what you're saying.
Yep. You got it, geographic. And I see a lot of those, right? And then type three would be something along the lines of a business community. Think of Peloton. Have you been in that community? That's a thriving community. It's an amazing community. And number four would be something like Lab Code Agents, where it's based on a set of principles or standards or giving advice off of a specific niche, right? Where real estate agents were giving advice on technology and processes and systems like that. And so that's what we broke down the four things to. What I would do is I'd try to join as many communities as possible and see which ones you start connecting with or feel like you have some affinity to. And then once you get a grasp of what's going on in that community and you see, wow, you know what, there may be an opportunity here. There's no clear-cut real estate agent that's referred here. At that point, you want to reach out to the admins and say, hey, admins, I'm a real estate agent, and I'm wondering if you're interested in making some money. What if I pay you $200 a month to market here? That way, every referral I get, or $500, or however much, look at it as a business.
Right.
Right. And I bet you that in most cases, most admins in most groups don't even know that they can monetize their group. So when you talk to them, they'll be like, money? I didn't even know we can make money here.
Right.
Of course, let's talk. So that's how I would approach it. Just get right to it. And here's how you stand out with your specific field, because there's different fields in that one. Let's say you're the real estate agent running that community. Well, every time you do a video, right, you'd say, hey, it's Tristan with Keller Williams here in Malibu, and just wanted it, and then you talk. And then you'd end it the same way, and you're never selling, but people know you're in real estate.
Right.
Now you start creating this perception, and people start following you and then asking you, and then people say, hey, who do we use for real estate if we're moving to? And then they tag you. So it doesn't necessarily have to start with a real estate community, like geographically, like you're saying. Yeah. It could be anything. I always suggest that when you do ask questions, you kind of do it like a poll, right? Expect a lot of different answers, and then you try to gravitate to the answers that the admins or moderators give you, because they're tagged with a little shield, right? Or a little symbol. And so you look to those more. And if you ever have a question in usually any community, you can just reach out to them directly through Messenger and they'll respond. So definitely that's the way I would approach it, because look, I'm out here and I've been in real estate since 2004. I'm in the top 1% in the world in real estate. So yeah, I can give you great advice on real estate, but don't ask me about aerodynamics. I don't know anything about that. So.
Right.